Here to continuing coverage and breaking news on KREM 2. Eastern Washington now officially approved to move into phase 2 of the state's roadmap to recovery. This move into phase 2 basically allows a number of businesses all across the eastern region to reopen. It is still at limited capacity, but that does include restaurants, indoor dining, as well as gyms. So many people excited about this. We want to now bring in our special guest. This is the president and CEO of the Washington Hospitality Association, Anthony Antone. Thank you so much for joining us here, Anthony. I know that you guys have certainly been waiting for this day. I'm curious, when did you actually find out the news? Was it as the governor was speaking? Did you have a heads up of any kind? And what does this mean for your organization to move forward now?
Well, to your first question on when we found out, we've been tracking the data obsessively, as you can imagine we would. And we had a pretty good feeling that today could be a good day, or it didn't get announced today, tomorrow. And so we were very hopeful. And to hear it announced was a really good first step in starting to move our way back. It was a good thing, and we are excited. I think it's a good thing to provide hope to small businesses who we're afraid, is this ever going to get better? And my debt's occurring. And just the feeling that we're getting back is fantastic. I think it was great to know that we're starting to beat the virus, and that's a good thing. And for any procrastinating, anyone in a relationship, we've just extended Valentine's Day to 48 hours. So if you haven't bought your gift yet, I got great news. Dinner and a show on Monday. It's perfect. You don't have to panic if Amazon can get you the gift on time and go.
Well, hey,
all those great restaurants in Spokane will be happy Valentine's Day on the 15th.
Absolutely.
Hey, Anthony, so phase 2 that we're going to go into on Monday only allows for 25% capacity indoors, but you previously shared data supporting 50% capacity as being safe, and that was a science that you said you had. Have you shared that scientific data with the governor? And then my second part of my question is, can restaurants survive on only 25% capacity after being closed down for months?
Great question, and that's why in my opening statement, this provides hope, and it's a good first step. And you need those things. But there's no doubt about we need to take a couple of more steps to start recovery. Restaurants, on average, have been losing $25,000 a month while closed in all our hard costs. Open at 25% or doing 25% of 2019 sales, you still lose about $18,000 a month. So we're narrowing the gap a little bit. We're getting people employed. Those are good things. But we're still hurting, and this can't be the final answer. So we need to take a couple of additional steps, and one of them is to get to 50%, and the other is some more stable metrics so we don't ping pong. If we're only open for 2 weeks and we don't take quite as big of a drops next time and we have to ping pong, that'll be really harmful to small business. So we have a lot of work in front of us to take the steps we still have to take. And the good news for a lot of people are like, well, is it safe to eat indoors? What about the spread of the virus when we're indoors? We had a great information provided to us in December, and we look at the closed states versus the 50% states. The 50% indoor dining states actually outperformed and were safer in deaths and in cases than the closed states. And that doesn't surprise me because we provide safe outlets. We're obsessive about cleaning in restaurants. We have that, we're requiring people to wear masks when they come in. Our employees wear masks. We have plexiglass everywhere. And if you went to your friends for a Super Bowl party, you didn't see plexiglass between the kitchen and the couch and the chair. And that's those safe outlets really are we can be a great weapon in beating this disease. And we want to keep proving we can do it. So we need to get a couple more steps, but I don't want to step on today's a good day.
I want to ask you about something you just mentioned. Are you concerned about that kind of ping pong effect, the possibility of being rolled back, businesses being able to reopen, but then being forced to close again if our case numbers surge? How are you advising restaurants now to kind of handle this possibility?
Well, I want to enjoy the moment, but I also want people to proceed with caution and not to get over our skis. We know from last times we've had to suddenly close. We've had to throw away a lot of food. We've had to reseal restaurants, redo labor costs. Employees ping-ponging back are a tremendous morale issue. So we do need to proceed with caution, and we need to keep working with the governor's office to say we can get better metrics that, one, get us to a phase 3, which is at 50%, and 2, provide some more stability. And we think there's ways to do that. We're going to have to do it by working together, and we're going to urge everyone to enjoy the first step, but we have to keep working hard. We have to keep taking those next steps. 50% is where we need to get to, and we can't afford to be bouncing all over the place moving forward. And let's be hopeful. Today's a day of hope, right? Let's hope we can figure that out.
It's a happy man.
It is. A lot of happy people for sure about today's news. Anthony Antone, President and CEO of the Washington Hospitality Association, thank you for your time today and your insights.
Thank you. Enjoy February 15th.
Yes, we will. No question about that. Thank you very much.